All right, let's try to plus. We've got 100 OTS packs, the Ultimate Tournament pack that just released in the Italian language. Shout out to Nicholas for providing this, along with some Lost Arts in Italian. Very cool as a bonus. Appreciate it. Thank you for shipping quickly, and let's get to it. So obviously what everyone wants to see out of these are the ultimates. Let's see how many we actually get to pull. Thunder King Ryo. Pretty badass. That's a hot card now. And our first ultimate. It's very nice. Let's get some light on this. Really show off the ultimate pattern going back to the classics. Looks nice. All right, let's keep it going. This will be a rather quick opening, so everyone's already familiar with most of these, but I thought it would be cool to showcase it in the Italian language and share the opening experience with all of you. The one I'm excited to see is, of course, Ash Blossom, Demok, Redmed. Those three are definitely going to be keeps, but anything else will be up for trade or sale. Maybe I spoke too soon. This is a very nice ultimate rare. I'll probably be keeping this as well. And the PC, always a fan of ultimates. Favorite rarity. Ghost coming in at a close second, but not quite there. I'm personally a big fan of the Chaos and Dragon archetypes, or sub-archetype, however you want to refer to it, and that Levianeer certainly fits within both, and hoping to get a playset. That would be pretty nice. Speed this up a bit. Ooh, there she is. First Ash Blossom. Hopefully not the only one we pull, but There she is in her big four-headed mightiness. And it's been a staple ever since release, pretty much. Coming in and out of formats, but pretty much always being a very useful card, able to negate other very powerful cards. 1-for-1. It's not necessarily a 1-for-1 if you're stopping a +1, so it's a very good card. Definitely one I'm happy to have pulled. Let's see if we can see examples of the remaining Ultimate Rares we've yet to see. I think everyone knows all the commons and the supers, so I'll just be pulling from the back in an effort to not make this such a lengthy video. Sometimes the way I tear through these packs, I almost hope it's not an ultimate rare. Gotta be a little bit more careful. Ooh, the token. I'm a big fan of the tokens that are included in non-tournament packs, so glad to see that, actually. I'll start a little stack over there. See if we can't get at least a play set of those. Levineer, 2 of 3 that we need. After that, they will be available for trade. Or if you'd like to purchase them, that's cool too. Look at this guy. Wonderful. I know I've already shown them, but these Europrint ultis are just so nice. Very cool. See if I can show off a little bit of the details a little better for you, everyone. Very nice card. this point, I'm already ecstatic with the pulls. Love to see DMOC if possible. Playset of Ashes would be insane. Now, at least one other red med, right? But we can't have everything, so everything that we do have so far is amazing, and let's see if we can't power through this a little quicker and find the rest of our ultimates, if we get one. Of course, there's always variance with these types of products, and nothing is a guarantee, but so far, so good. This may be a controversial type of opening for some people, given that these are tournament entry packs meant to be given out at official tournament stores. But we happen to find a good deal on it, and if we didn't buy it, someone else would have anyways, and it's all starting to make sense now, doesn't it? These are singles that I eventually would have purchased, more than likely in English, but an opportunity like this to get these in Europrint Italian, just couldn't pass it up. Definitely want to sleeve this before I start stacking them on each other. Oof. They are rather flimsy. Keep that in mind when opening your packs and sleeving your cards. You may want to double sleeve or place it directly in the binder in order to avoid any unwanted damage warping to the cards. As we pull multiples, I'll sleeve them up, but for the sake of brevity, we will not be doing that for the rest of them until we do, in fact, pull multiples of each. And that is our third Legionnaire. So playset complete. One more red med or two, if we get lucky. Would set us up pretty well for when we want to play a little bit of a dragon combo or chaos, you know, for locals, for fun. You know, those aren't very competitive strategies currently, but those cards do tend to flow in and out of the meta as support for them is released and combos are discovered, and typically they're pretty powerful combos. So, you know, dragon monsters and chaos monsters are some of the strongest that we see in the game. Wow, I'm sorry, but every time this happens, it just doesn't get old. So nice. These aren't going off to grading or anything like that. They will be bindered or placed in decks. I like to play my cards, but just wow. Wish I had more to say, but I'm really glad they went back to the old school foiling and etching. It's nothing really comes close, not in the Yu-Gi-Oh realm at least. So we're close to completing those play sets. Those are the ones that I really wanted. I know that this card is you know, in and out of the meta. Unfortunately, I haven't been playing competitively for a while now, and that may be one that I let go to any friend or local player that is looking for those in order to feed the ever-growing, this is so cool, Edison format collection that I've been accumulating along with misprints. And those are kind of the niche areas that I'm focusing in, and maybe one day once I sort out all of the cards, you know, all of the misprints that I've collected, I will be able to showcase those in another video. This is not something that I typically do, but I figured it's not often one gets to open 100 OTS packs, much less in a foreign language so close to release, and wanted to share that with any interested parties. So take this chance to shout out San Ysidro Games in San Ysidro, California, just south of San Diego. It's a local card shop, great owner, great atmosphere. Everybody there is very friendly, welcoming, and the competition level has always been sky high. So if you want to get better, if you want to get good, go down to San Ysidro Games, visit the owner David, and play some rounds. Over the years, David has done quite a fascinating job kind of giving us space for younger individuals, kind of, you know, to have a place to hang out, feel welcomed and not ostracized, and to partake in a hobby that is quite healthy, I would say. It promotes social interaction and gets you thinking, problem solving, and it's, I think, something that anyone from any age, as long as they're able to read, can do well in. There's not much to it, really. Even you know, even a kid can win nationals, right? So while you're out there playing, whether it be with nice rarities or commons, let's not take ourselves too seriously and just have fun. And of course, winning is where most of the fun is derived in a competitive game, but at least don't cheat. Win by your merit and win with grace. I think doing those things will not only guarantee that you have a fun time, but that you also promote the fun time of others, and that's always important in a hobby such as this, where the community really is the driving force. There it is. The Dark Magician of Chaos. Ultimate Rare. Italian. Now, this would include the rotted text, I believe. Thankfully, although I can read Spanish and Italian is not too different, can't read Italian, so it doesn't matter. We're going to treat this as though it has the original text. And that is our OTS set so far. We've pulled doubles of the sleeved cards and only singles of these, which is fine. I just wanted to be able to see each and every one of them if we got so lucky, which we did. So now even if we don't complete any of their play sets, does not matter. You can order a copy of this or that if you really need it. Being able to see and for me to share with everyone, or the few of you who may see this, makes it worth it. Won't lie, I was a bit apprehensive and debated whether I should record this or not, but fuck it. I'm guessing that there's going to be times in this video where I'm going to speed or increase the speed of the playback, since there are 100 packs, and although I try to increase the pace, it's still quite a bit of packs left. Besides admiring the cards, I really don't have much else to say to you all. Look at that. That is an amazing card. So we're able to see now that the pull rates, at least within this case, have been distributed pretty well. And let's hope for another Ash or a Red Med. That would be nice. I'll tell you, after not seeing that DMOC for a while, and then seeing two almost back to back, it's again, it just doesn't get old. The second one was as great to pull as the first one. Maybe I'm not providing the stereotypical loud and boisterous voice over here that you would expect for such pulls, but truly it's an awesome set with beautiful cards worthy of admiration, and I hope I did an okay job presenting them all to you so you could admire them as well. And if you are local and want to see them in person or trade for them potentially, just let me know and we can make that happen. Always willing to share the personal collection, as there are pretty unique misprints and other cards that are not often seen. Oh wow, okay. So now Pot of Extravagance is the only one we don't have a double of. I wonder if there's room for one more there. In any case, this is pretty neat so far. Doubled up all the way across. If any of you have any other OTS packs or Ultimate Tournament packs or Champion packs, Turbo packs, Astro packs, whatever they may be, let me know. I will look at your price, and if it is fair, I would be more than willing to do another opening such as this, because it all goes into the PC anyways. I mean, someone really needs it, really wants it, and you're local, we can trade. I do purchase things from, online groups or online in general, but I'd prefer to keep trades local, especially with niche things like this. It's good to be able to feed into the community cards that are sometimes in demand. I know when I played as a kid, it was always amazing to see the SoCal players, playing with German or other language cards during tournaments, such as the local or the regional scene, where you'd see, local legends at the time like Adam Korn or, those guys from back in the day. They're, I believe, long been since removed from the game, but still somewhat household names there. So we're coming down to the last packs. This is the one that was featured at the beginning, and will be the last one to be opened. I do believe these are going to be all the ultimates we will have, but it does not. Nona Bendita. I don't think you're supposed to be selling these, but if you're selling, we're buying. There it is. Almost knocked down my whole setup. Whole setup meaning a car phone holder that's holding my phone up so I can present this point of view to y'all. So there we have it. We've got 2 of each ultimate in the case. This is a really great distribution for the case. I could not be happier. I was looking for play sets of these here and these, but being able to pull and experience and share all of these ultimates. It was fun. Hope to see you in the next one.